the State House today, the special session on abortion restrictions and inflation relief continues. The House is now considering the abortion bill that's already passed the Senate, and already some major changes have been made. Our State House correspondent Meredith Hackler joins us live from the State House now. That's where a House committee is in its third hour of meeting today. Meredith, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Megan. As you said, testimony is well underway in the House chambers on Senate Bill 1. Now, Senate Bill 1 would ban abortion in most cases. There are dozens of protesters here, not quite as many as we've seen throughout the week. But with this bill, there's been major changes to it before testimony even got underway. Now, Chair of the committee, Wendy McNamara, introduced Amendment 25, which both clarifies and changes several things about the abortion bill. The amendment removes the Indiana Attorney General's ability to prosecute crimes if a county prosecutor refuses to, something added into the bill by the Senate. The amendment also changes the time limit to receive an abortion to 10 weeks, regardless of age or circumstances in cases of rape and incest. Several doctors have already testified today. Some support access to abortion and others don't. But there is something that they agree on. The bill needs to clarify what is considered the mother's life.
I am asking you to let me do my job. My job is to predict and prevent complications and death as best I can, not to wait until catastrophe occurs and then act. In cases where pregnancy increases the risk of serious complications and death, discussing abortion is part of my medical and ethical responsibility.
The current wording of impairment of life or physical health is not only too broad, but it also fails to give clear guidance for physicians to determine whether or not a pre-viability delivery would be allowed. This has the danger of either allowing abortions for any reason or making physicians hesitate to intervene in a potentially life-threatening situation.
Well, over 150 people have signed up to testify. Testimony will last until 5 p.m. Following testimony, lawmakers that sit on the committee will vote on whether or not to move the bill forward. If the bill does pass out of committee, it will go to the full House, but there won't be another vote on it today. The House is reconvening after the committee, but instead they will adopt that committee report, and a second reading of the bill is expected for Thursday, and on Friday is when we can see that third reading. Live at the State House, Meredith Hackler, WRTV.